Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Styles by Morgan. So today's video is sponsored by Luvme hair, which is this gorgeous headband wig that I am wearing today. This is a chit chat, get ready with me. So I'm gonna be talking all about insecurities, self-esteem, and gaining your confidence. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna be installing this gorgeous wig as well as doing this cute little everyday makeup look. So if this is a topic that you're interested in and you wanna hear what I have to say about it, keep on watching. So shout out to Luvme Hair for sponsoring this video. They provided the wig for today's look. So this is their multicolor straight headband wig, and I love headband wigs and I love colors, so it's a win-win. It comes in a little sheer purple bag, and this is the wig. I don't actually remember how long it is. I want to say it's maybe 22, 24 inches, but as always, I'll leave all the deets below for you guys. So it's just like a dark brown. We've got some highlights in here. Oh, this is gonna be cute. As always, they include a little bag full of goodies for you. So we got our satin scarf to lay those edges, a cute little hair clip that says "Love Me," bobby pins, a pair of tweezers, and an edge brush. I have like 50 of these now. You can never have enough though. And yeah, let's get started with hair. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with edges first. So today's topic is really close to my heart because it's something that I've definitely dealt with. Of course, we can always make progress, but I definitely feel like I have grown a lot. I've learned how to deal with them and how to be more confident in myself. Every last one of us has insecurities. No one's perfect, and we all have things that maybe we don't like about ourselves or things that we compare about ourselves to other people. So let's just start off there. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. We all go through it. Pop this wig on real quick. I love my headband wigs, guys. Y'all already know this, but they are so quick, so easy, and they will have you together in like seconds, okay? I really like this brown. This is really, really pretty. Look at the highlights, guys. So I feel like the first step to really tackling any issue that we have is kind of finding out where it's rooted. Where did this insecurity start? A lot of people dealt with bullies in school, a relationship that was just not good, not healthy. Something that I've personally started doing very recently is journaling. Honestly, I think journaling is really, really good because it's almost like you're writing a note to yourself. You're expressing all of your feelings. Sometimes you're writing down things that you wouldn't really feel comfortable saying out loud. And when you really, really think about things and just write it down, I feel like it's so much easier to be really truthful and honest with yourself. So for example, say that you are very insecure in your body and your physical appearance. Why is it that you feel that way? You know, write that down. Was it because you were bullied in school for the way that you look? Is it because you're comparing yourself to people that you see on social media? Is it because someone that you love or someone that you were close to made you feel that way because of how they treated you or things that they said? Were they verbally abusive? And I know these subjects and these topics can just be really, really difficult to talk about, really touchy, but that's where good journaling comes in. That's why I feel like it's really necessary just to talk to yourself, have a conversation with yourself without looking crazy. And just be honest and blunt with yourself, and then you will definitely be able to begin your healing process. If you do have an insecurity when it comes to, you know, the way that you look, your physical appearance, I need y'all to remember that 90% of the things that you see online is fake. You can't compare yourself to things that aren't even real. And I know that's a lot easier said than done because it's constantly being thrown in our face. As soon as you open up Instagram, you're seeing 10, 20 Instagram models and whatnot. So it can definitely be a little bit depressing. It's like, wow, this is the standard of beauty and I'm not really that. So you can definitely start to feel insecure in the way that you look. For many years, I was really, really skinny, and I was constantly like comparing myself to those that were bigger than me. And I was like, man, I want to gain weight. And I kind of just had a weight gain struggle. So that definitely made me insecure in how I looked. But now, girl, I could care less. But yeah, I am no stranger to the insecurity when it comes to, you know, how you look physically. And I mentioned the standard of beauty today is just so different. It's so hard for anyone to achieve or to feel like you can achieve. We just talk about this hair really quick. I love this color. It was already straightened, of course, but I just went in with my flat iron and just got it a little bit straighter. But this is such a pretty color. I really love the highlights, and it's nice and long. Let me show you guys. So it's like right here, which is like a really, really good length. Love it. So cute. One of the things that really helped me when I was really at like the height of my insecurity and, you know, really in my feelings about how I looked and my weight and everything, I would filter what I was feeding myself on social media. So for me, that meant unfollowing all of these Instagram models. If you begin to control what you're feeding yourself, control what you are, you know, constantly looking at, then that will help you a lot. I would replace following those people with people that looked like me, people that were inspirational, people that motivated me to do better and made me feel better about myself, made me feel more confident in myself. So that may be something that you might want to do. Just kind of filter your Instagram, look and see, okay, I'm following this person. When I see their photos, does it make me feel better about myself? Does it motivate me? Or do I just get depressed? Just constantly remind yourself that you're in control of what you're looking at, what you're comparing yourself to. Let's talk about who we associate with, who we call our friends. This is very important, and let me tell you why. Your friends can literally make or break you. And this is something that I've learned more recently. The people that you keep around you, the people that you keep in contact with, they can either encourage you, lift you up, or discourage you. So you kind of have to evaluate, you know, those that you are close to and think about, does this person uplift me? Are they constantly helping me to be better, to feel better? Or are they one of those friends who constantly make sly comments, find a way to bring you down, always negative, throwing your insecurities back in your face? That is not somebody that you want to be around, because all they're gonna do is heighten those insecurities and remind you of them, when you really need someone who's gonna remind you how amazing you are, how great of a friend you are, and who's gonna focus on your good qualities. You need someone around you that is going to constantly elevate you. So just be mindful of this, especially when, you know, you hear people that you associate with make little comments, or perhaps you've told them about an insecurity that you have and they make fun of you for it, or they just try and find ways to tear you down. That's not your friend, sis. Let me be the one to tell you, that is not a friend. And sometimes we have to realize, if we are that friend, are we always being negative? Are we always, you know, making fun of things that our friends are insecure about, you know, calling it a joke? Because you do not want to be that negative friend, sis, because you will get cut off. You will. And sometimes maybe we can be that way unintentionally. Maybe we're going through something, or we're just dealing with our own insecurities, and we're actually projecting that onto our friends without even realizing it. So sometimes you honestly just have to take a step back and be like, okay, I know I have my insecurities, I know I have things that I'm dealing with, but is that affecting my friendships? Is that affecting the way I treat other people? And if you don't know, ask your friends. I really, really love listening to podcasts. And one of my favorite podcasts is by Breenie Lee. And there's one particular episode where she speaks about friendships. And there was a particular exercise that she recommended doing. She said, message your close friends and just ask them, hey, you know, I honestly want to know, what kind of a friend am I to you? And tell them to be completely honest. They might tell you, you know, you've been an amazing friend. I really love that you do this, that, and the other. You're always uplifting me. You're always encouraging me to be a better me. Or they might surprise you and say, you know, I do appreciate your friendship, but sometimes when you do this, it tears me down, or it makes me feel less of a person. And that's not the time to be defensive, or to, you know, try and make excuses for why we do those things, or why you feel like you don't do those things. Just take that opportunity to work on yourself and be like, okay, I want to be a better friend to this person. And you can do that exercise on your own when analyzing your friendships. You could say, hey, I am friends with this person. How do I genuinely feel when I'm around them? If they don't make you feel your best self, or if they are contributing to your insecurities, it's time to just let go of that friendship, or at least speak to that person. Try and, you know, express how you feel to them and see if the friendship can be mended. But if it's a continuous cycle and you feel like you're always being put down, then it's just time, sis, to move on and to, you know, open opportunities for better friends to come along. Another thing I want to talk about is prioritizing your needs. Sometimes we sleep on this. Sometimes, you know, we're so busy taking care of others, providing others what they need, that we kind of like put ourselves on the back burner. So more recently, I've really been all about self-care. Self-care is so good, because that is your time to give back to yourself, to refill your cup. You can't help other people if you're not constantly filling yourself up. And you're also taking the time to value yourself. And I really feel like the more self-care you do, the more things that you do for yourself, you're gonna boost your self-esteem. Those insecurities will slowly, begin to decrease, and you'll just be overall happier. So it can be something as small as taking a bubble bath and listening to some relaxing music. What I love to do is take a nice long hot bath and I'll just listen to a podcast. Like I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite podcasts to listen to is Frenemies. I also really love this podcast that I stumbled across. It's called Slay Girl Slay, and it's just all about self-care, being a better version of yourself and building your self-worth, and it is amazing, guys. So I definitely recommend you guys check that podcast out. So that's just one thing you can do. There's so many other ways you can show yourself love. Go get a massage, go get a facial, get your nails done, get your hair done. Whatever it is that makes you feel better about yourself, don't deprive yourself of that. Take out the time to do it and really prioritize your needs. You can also take care of yourself by, eating something healthy, doing a nice workout, because you're taking care of your body and you're taking care of yourself on the inside as well, which is equally as important. Something that I've started to do recently that I didn't do before is taking a social media detox, unplugging for as long as I need to. Sometimes we honestly don't even realize how toxic social media can be and how much of our time it consumes. I find myself on Instagram several hours of a day just scrolling, looking at memes, looking at all kind of stuff, but it's really good to unplug and to just give your mind a break from all of that. A lot of times, most of the things we see on social media are negative anyway. Give your mind a break. Just focus on something positive. I love reading. That's something that I used to do a lot when I was younger, and recently I've really gotten back into it. Like, I kind of have a book obsession right now. If I go into a bookstore, I have to leave with at least 1 or 2 books. It's kind of getting out of hand. I feel like reading only builds you up. It only, works your mind in a good way. Unplug for a week, a month, however many months you need to. Take a break from social media. Focus on doing something else. Study. I love studying the Bible. Doing something like that will never harm you. It will only upbuild you and elevate you as a person. Something else that I feel is really important and will truly help you deal with your insecurities is practicing self-compassion. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves because, we have very high expectations of ourselves. We kind of just get discouraged and, we tell ourselves, you're not good enough, or why weren't you able to do this? So it's really important to just be kind to yourself. Say nice things to yourself in the morning when you wake up, looking at affirmations in the morning when you wake up, or just when you're feeling down. There's so many books that you can read. I will list a few on the side because I'm all about books. All of that can really contribute to building your self-esteem and your self-worth. Another thing you really want to do is spend more time with people that truly love you. Can you guys believe it? I'm not doing lashes today. Like, I'm shocked myself. I just really don't feel like putting them on. But spend more time with people that love you. You'll be surprised at how much you can build your confidence by just being around people that are upbuilding. Not someone that you feel like you have to, put on a different personality for, or just act differently to be accepted by them. Be around those who accept you for who you are and who love you for who you are. And the last thing I want to talk about is reflecting on the good. So it is completely okay to celebrate your successes, celebrate when you accomplish something, when you do something good. And this is kind of going back to journaling, which we talked about in the beginning, but sometimes it's really good to write down your accomplishments, write down the things that you've done that you're the most proud of, and look back at that list when you're feeling insecure, when you're feeling down, when you need motivation. Just remind yourself of the amazing things that you've done. Another small thing that you could do is list out maybe 3 things that you love about yourself when you wake up in the morning. Write them down, write them in the notes on your phone, write them on your sticky note and put it on your laptop. And it can probably feel a little bit weird to do that in the beginning, but you have to remember that you have to constantly fill your mind with positive things in order to get rid of that negative thinking. It won't have any room in your mind if you're always filling your mind with positivity. There's another book that I'm reading right now, and it's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think that's the name of it. It's actually more of like a business book, but there are a lot of like really good tips that anyone can use and apply in their day-to-day life. And one of the things that the book mentioned is that as humans, we react so much better to praise than we do to criticism. So for example, if I were to tell my husband, like, I need you to make up the bed when you get up in the morning, or I really don't like that you don't do this, that's not really gonna make him feel good about himself, or he might just be on the defense. But if he does make the bed, this is just a wild example, but if he does make the bed and I show, I really appreciate that you made the bed when you got up this morning, then he'll be more inclined to do it again, because he's like, oh, thank you, you know, that's like a compliment. And not only does it elevate him, but it will push him to continue to do it. So that goes right along with how we speak to ourselves. Instead of criticizing ourselves when we don't do something right, or when we don't accomplish something that we wanted to accomplish, we should praise ourselves when we do accomplish something, or when we do something great. So whether that be, you know, just telling yourself, you know, I'm really proud of you, or maybe even treating yourself. I like to treat myself when I reach a goal, whether that be buying a new piece of makeup, or buying, you know, some clothes, doing a little shopping spree. Whatever it is, I like to kind of reward myself when I work really hard and I accomplish something. So that's definitely something else that you guys can kind of incorporate. Write down a list of goals that you have, and when you reach that goal, treat yourself. So yeah, these are just a few things that I've, you know, try to incorporate in my life, things that have helped me. Now, I'm not going to say I have mastered the art of not feeling insecurities, or, you know, just completely ignoring things, not having any negative energy. I haven't. I don't know if anyone can say that they have. There's always going to be, you know, some negative thinking, but it's really about how we deal with it when it comes up. When those negative thoughts come up, do we allow it to consume us and depress us and get into a bad mental state, or are we going to try and, you know, replace those thoughts with positivity and do things that make us feel better? So I really hope this video helped you guys. I hope you guys took something away from it that maybe you can incorporate, or if I mentioned something that you already do and you find it helpful, let's talk about it in the comments. Drop a comment below and let me know what you do to deal with insecurities and any negative thoughts, and just to build your confidence and your self-esteem. So I'm pretty much done with my makeup. I just did a little basic everyday look. I can't believe I didn't do lashes today, guys. I just didn't feel like putting them on today, so it's just a little break. Let me just set my face. Guys, this hair is so beautiful. Like, you guys see how silky and straight it is. Luvme hair always comes through. I absolutely love working with them. Honestly, this is like my favorite hair brand to this day. They just have the best customer service. They're just so great to work with, and their quality is so good, which is why I'm constantly working with them. I don't want to promote something that I don't actually like and I wouldn't actually wear, but their quality is amazing. So I definitely would recommend that you guys check them out, and check out this wig if you like the color and the highlights. It's so pretty. But Luvme Hair has a ton of different wigs and colors and, you know, textures that you can choose from. So definitely check them out. I'll leave all of the links in the description box for you guys. And as always, I have my discount code, which is SBM20, which will save you 20% off on your purchase. But yeah, again, I really love this wig. It is so pretty. I wanted to go outside and show you guys the color in like the sunlight, but it's gray and rainy today here in London, so you guys wouldn't even be able to see it. Wig is everything. I love it. I love it so, so much. But yeah, that's the end of today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. I really, really hope that it was beneficial, and I hope that I spoke on something that you could relate to and that will be helpful for you. So definitely talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the video, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I will definitely be doing more videos like this in the future. I've already got so many ideas in my notes lined up for you guys, so I'm definitely going to be giving you more content like this. Thank you guys again for supporting me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.